EVTV.
All right, tell everybody in Horn Lake High School who has the best chocolate chip cookies.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes. And B here just got a chocolate chip cookie. You can go ahead and eat it. Are you comfortable eating a chocolate chip cookie on camera in front of the whole school?
Like, you actually just handed it to me, and I'm pretty excited.
And tell them why the cookies are the best.
Because you made it.
They just are. They just are the best. Now,
You bought these?
No, we made them. Now, B is getting ready to do the show today. She's going to be on the show. She hasn't been terribly thrilled because she didn't have all of her cosmetics on hand today. But she still looks awesome, and she still made the best of it, and she's still going to do a good show. Now, what she did not manage to do was show up to the game Friday night. Go ahead and explain to the entire school how you had your mama drive you to the Lewisburg parking lot for our home senior night game against Lewisburg.
I swore up and down that it was at Lewisburg. And when we got there and none of the lights were on, no cops were there, I was just like...
She said park and let's sit as if everybody's just going to magically show up.
To sit there for a minute to accept what had just happened because I knew that it wasn't there. And she was like, so where is it?
So if we're playing Lewisburg and there's nobody at Lewisburg, where's it gonna probably be? We don't know. It could be anywhere, Mr. Lewis. They could have played that game at the Liberty Bowl. It could have been at South Haven High School. How would I know where it's supposed to be? There's football fields all over the county.
I don't even know what to say.
You screwed up. That's what happened. You screwed up. We talked about, by the way, she is a cast member. She made the announcements.
That it was the last home game.
Multiple times last week. It came out of her own lips.
And
it's
I still
the last home
showed
game.
up at Lewisburg.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so my mom lives in Lewisburg, so I just said, I'm just going home.
You got a lecture.
I just went home.
Ashley, Ashley.
Only until when I asked you if you were mad at me.
Come around and be on camera. Get in here. Ashley, who was sitting at the game waiting, impatiently waiting.
Oh yeah, and I called her and I was like, Ashley, where are you? And she said, and then started giving me her location. I was like, no. What city are you in?
Y'all are laughing like it's funny.
It is funny for her to ask what city.
And it was not.
If it's not at Lewisburg, it's probably going to be at Horn Lake. Oh, Horn Lake, which you knew to begin with because you made the announcement to the whole school multiple times last week. You're actually being really calm with the cookie.
It's good.
We've got more cookies over there if you want to go get some more. It's fine.
Wide awake tonight as we counted all the planes go by. We talked like everything has changed, like a miracle drug that cures the pain. I don't want this night to fade, 'cause we don't feel this way no more. We're laughing till our bodies hurt, and takes me to this place like we were just kids. Slow it down or it can be gone, like we were just
Welcome to
kids.
Eagle Vision for Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. I'm Bree, and today's top story highlights senior night last Friday. Friday night, the football team played their final home game for the season, and that means senior night at the Eagle Field. We featured our cheer, band, ROTC, dance, and football seniors Friday night. We've uploaded the full ceremony on our YouTube channel. You'll find a single clip that features both the pregame and halftime ceremonies. Last week, our natural hair braiding class held a pumpkin carving contest.
Alright, so we just had a pumpkin painting contest, being that cosmetology is an artistic field, and so I just had them tap into their artisticness, and this is what they came up with. So I just let them kind of do their own thing. I supplied the pumpkins and the paint, and then they came up with their own creation. It was a team building activity, so they paired up into teams, and we have the Day of the Dead, Scream, not really sure what that one was. A little spooky one, the ice cream, a minion, s'mores, Mikey, Mother Nature, and Ricky Morty. Top 3 was number 4, which is Scream, and then we had the spooky with the Scream face also, which was number 13, and then our winner was number 6. Number 6 was Kia and Ryan in first block, so it was our Horn Lake students.
A what?
A Pinterest picture. Hold on, okay.
Tell us the inspiration.
Yeah, it was a Pinterest picture.
It's October, and October is Principal Appreciation Month. We've been highlighting all of our principals this month using story series.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Horn Lake, lived in DeSoto Village my whole life, Gatewood Circle. I actually got students here that live in the house that I grew up in. So, grew up in Horn Lake, attended Horn Lake my whole life. From kindergarten, no. They started kindergarten the first year. I moved to Horn Lake from Memphis. So, when I was 6 years old, went to kindergarten, grew up in Horn Lake my whole life, went to Horn Lake schools.
Tell us about your family.
I have a wife who is taller than me, so I'm a little embarrassed about that, but her name is Sarah also. She played college basketball at the college I was coaching baseball at the time, and we met. Got 2 girls, 7 and 5, Peyton and Finley, so that's it. 2 brothers, they went to Horn Lake also. One's 11 months older than me, one's 2 years younger. The one that is 2 years younger is the one whose wife works here, Miss Tongue.
Tell us about your years in high school.
It was fun. High school was fun. I graduated from Horn Lake High School, obviously. Played baseball, had a lot of great teachers. It was just a fun time. Some of the teachers that are here now, had them in high school. So,
What jobs did you have in high school?
Too many. I had a bunch of different jobs. Couldn't really find out what I was good at. Worked with my dad growing up my whole life. He was a welder, owned his own welding business. Paid me $10 a day. When I would complain about it, he would say, "When did you get a raise?" Then I worked at a restaurant, serving and different things, and then a lamp factory. I was too clumsy for that, broke a bunch of lamps, so they kept having to move me around to different jobs. So I had a lot of jobs in high school. Really, any job I had was just to keep from working with my dad, because the other bosses were way better.
What's the funniest thing that happened to you in high school?
There was a bunch of funny things, probably, but the most embarrassing thing that would happen is my mom worked in the cafeteria here in the high school for 13 years. So the whole time I was in high school, my mom was in the cafeteria, so it was easily accessible for teachers to walk down and complain about how I was in class. Miss Pat Berg was one of the main ones that just retired last year. Miss Pat Berg would go down and she would say, "I'm going to talk to your mom." Really, she just wanted to get sweet tea and rolls, I think. But she would go down and tell on me all the time. And so I stayed grounded like my whole senior year. Thank you, Miss Fatberg.
Tell us about your college experience.
My college experience was very spread out. I started in 98, 99, ended up graduating in 2005. So I took like the 7-8 year plan. I quit a little bit at work, and then I became a teacher assistant at Horn Lake Middle School in 2002, and that really pushed me to go back and finish my last couple of years of college. So finished up, got my teaching degree and coaching degree, stayed around at that school, coached baseball for a couple of years, and then came to Horn Lake and started coaching baseball and teaching science when I got out.
How did you choose the college you attended?
So I was a Tennessee fan my whole life. and always wanted to go to Tennessee, but also played baseball. I was a left-handed pitcher, and when it came time to choose a college, I could either go to Tennessee, where I always wanted to go, or I could go somewhere where I was good enough to play baseball at. I only had one school that offered me a scholarship to play baseball, and that was Williams Baptist College in Arkansas, so it was an easy decision. I could either play baseball or go to Tennessee and be a student, so I decided to go and play baseball, and it worked out good for me.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you always plan on being a teacher?
Somewhat. I always wanted to coach college baseball. That was kind of my goal, so started out doing that as while I was finishing my degree, and then I stayed around full time and got paid to do it, like $15,000 a year, so it wasn't much. And so I was going to stay there. The guy was retiring, and I was just going to take over as the head coach there. Moved back to this area so my wife could get into dental hygiene school in Memphis, and started coaching baseball here at Horn Lake after a couple of years. When she finished hygiene school, ended up getting into being an assistant principal here, and that's kind of when my career changed and gave up the dream of coaching college baseball. I loved being in administration and just helping students and being an assistant principal at Horn Lake High School. So from then I became a principal and went to a couple different places, and now I'm back home.
What's something outside of school that you're passionate about?
Unfortunately, I'm a big Tennessee fan, so I love Tennessee. They're not real good right now. Also do a lot of fishing and hunting, sports. Coach my two little girls in softball. We are the Glitter Hitters, which is a cool name. But so we shoot glitter and stuff after they win or lose. They don't know if they win or lose at that age. But so coaching little sports, being around sports, going to college football games, different things like that.
Tell us something you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
Not skydiving or anything like that. I'm kind of scared of heights a little bit. Probably I would love to meet Peyton Manning someday. So obviously a big Tennessee fan. Peyton Manning was my idol growing up. Named my daughter Peyton Olivia after Peyton Manning and his mother Olivia. So anyway, I'd love to meet him someday.
What's something you love about this school?
I love Horn Lake. I love the community. Obviously, it's home. It's the community I grew up in. It's the community I'm passionate about. I love the students. They're so appreciative of everything. They grew up a lot like I did, and had to work hard for things and didn't have things given to them. So I like their work ethic. I like that they appreciate when we do things for them, and that it's just a good community. It's tight-knit, and people, I feel like, are hardworking and appreciative, and it's just, that's why I love our students, and they're honest. They're fine with giving me feedback and all those things, and just down to earth and relatable.
This week's feature vocabulary words are devoid, differentiate, and diffuse. Devoid, entirely lacking or free from. Differentiate, recognize or ascertain what makes something or someone different. Diffuse, spread out over a large area.
Students' basketball and soccer seasons are right around the corner, and we will be starting in just a few weeks. We've begun posting schedules around the building, and we encourage you to start making plans now to attend. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Wide awake tonight as we counted all the planes go by. We talked like everything has changed, like a miracle drug that cures the pain. I don't want this night to fade, 'cause we don't feel this way no more. We're laughing till our bodies hurt, and takes me to this place like we were just kids. Slow it down or it can be gone, like we were just kids. your side. Kaleidoscopes running through my mind. We looked like we were both insane. All day, all night to tessellate. I don't want this night to fade, 'cause we don't feel this way no more. We're laughing till our bodies hurting. Takes me to this place like we were just kids. Slow it down or it can be gone. Like we were just kids. The feeling that we had once now ours. Like we were just lost up in space.